This is a challenging time for musicians and artists in our world, and I actually have been thinking a lot about which video to create for you this week. I had this huge list of content of my dream journey and music video, but nothing felt right, so I just decided to make this simple video with no fancy footage or fancy effects, just me talking to you from my heart, trying to help. On my way to the opera, I was thinking of how can I help other artists at this time? What good deed can I do for other singers, musicians, artists in general? And I came up with a list of 5 things that everyone could do for artists. And also at the end of this video, I would like to offer something more personal, so stay tuned. Social media is the most immediate way in which you can support and help artists at this time. For the past 5 months, me and most of my friends did not have any performances, and so we have had a lot of time to invest in our social media persona on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. And so I would definitely recommend to go to these platforms and look for musicians, artists to support. But if you don't really want to invest the time in finding random people, you can write a post on your Facebook page or on Instagram and say, "Hi, I would love to support artists at this time. If you have an artist page, please link it below and I would love to check it out. Follow us, subscribe to us, write us comments and messages. You are our audience right now, and we have not been affected only financially but also mentally and emotionally, and connecting with an audience who gives us a nice feedback about our art. It is something which is so valuable at the moment." And on some social platforms, for example on YouTube, when you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, you get monetized. So if you decide to follow an artist, watch their videos and subscribe to their channel, you can actually help them receive money for their art, for their creation as well. Concert in your garden is the second idea I came up with, and if you have a garden where you can host 20 people, then I am sure there will be many musicians who would love to come and perform in your garden. You can invite your friends, charge them for like a minimum amount of money to support these artists, and you can ask the artist to speak about the pieces that they play and to introduce themselves. We miss the stage so much right now, and if you can turn your garden into a stage for one evening, it would make us so happy and so grateful, and you will receive an unforgettable experience. A really cool website that I found is called Patreon. And I have many friends who have a Patreon account. I still don't have one. I might open one in the future. This is not a sponsored video. But you can go there, and it's like a head start, but a yearly head start where you support an artist for a long period of time. So every month you donate $1, $2, or $5, $100, how much you want, and then you receive special content that this artist is creating only for their Patreon. So like all times when people with a lot of money commissioned pieces from famous composers, you can be the Patreon of some really cool artists. I think that this is so cool and definitely an amazing way to support artists at this time. There are many organizations who have been initiated lately to help musicians who have been affected tremendously because of the coronavirus. And you can donate to these organizations. I know that in Israel there is an organization which is called Singers for Singers. Some singers at the Israeli opera are collecting money for singers who are suffering a very hard financial state because of the coronavirus. I actually created a video with them last week on Facebook, so you can check it out. In the US, there is an organization which is called AGMA Relief Fund, and in the UK there is Help Musicians UK. I will leave links to these organizations down below, but I'm sure you can search on Google for your country and Help Musicians Coronavirus. You will find many organizations in your country where you can donate money to and help musicians in need at this moment. And my last idea would be to exchange services. So let's say that you are a psychologist and you always dreamt about learning how to play the piano. You can have a therapy session in exchange for a piano lesson. Or if you're a chef and you always dreamt about learning how to sing beautifully, you can maybe teach a cooking workshop in exchange for voice lessons. I think that this could be such a cool thing to do right now. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I thought a lot about how can I personally help other artists. And I came up with the idea of mentoring. I have been mentoring younger singers for a while, and I would really love to gift that to you. If you are a younger singer or a younger artist who would like my help in thinking about career development, mental health, yoga and singing, auditioning, I am here for you and I would love to mentor you. I think that this would be a really good time to invest in connecting to our inner self, the artist inside, the inner child, and thinking about goals for the long term when theaters will reopen and the business will get back to normal, hopefully soon. I think that this is a really good time to invest in planning ahead and researching inside. Please contact me. I am active on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Everything is linked in the description below, as well as my email address. So reach out. Let's create a community of artists that support each other and help one another, especially during this time. Thank you so much for watching and spreading goodness. Bye!